Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Tanealyakimbeauty and this is Beauty. In this video, we're going to be doing a look using the Disney Princess Tiana palette. I picked this one up from Hot Topic. Whenever I buy a palette from Hot Topic, I don't buy it because I think the formula is going to necessarily be phenomenal because, you know, their palettes usually hit or miss. But whenever I see something that just really hits me, like with the packaging and the design and the genre of the palette, that's usually why I pick it up. I love Disney. I love the Disney princesses. I love Tiana. And I thought the artwork on this palette was just so pretty. It's like a little painting. This is just absolutely stunning. Just this artwork alone was enough for me to want to go ahead and grab the package. But I also love the color story. There are 12 shades in here. I feel like this color story really matches Tiana. I love the greens, the plummy purple right here, the shimmers. Every single shade in here makes me think of Tiana and the Princess and the Frog. So I'm looking very forward to putting a look together with this palette. I do want to do some live swatching, mainly because I want to see how the shades swatch and also so I can see what the formula feels like before I actually put the look together. So we're just going to go left to right. We have Almost There, Mama Odie, and Lottie. So far, you know, the formula feels okay. It's not like the smoothest, you know, formula I've ever used in my life. 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. So far, the formula is nice. It's kind of what I expect from Hot Topic. And maybe, you know, wow, may not be. So far, these mattes are okay. Then we've got Evangeline. Okay, that feels kind of gritty. It is pretty, but it does feel a little bit gritty. Evangeline, New Orleans, and Tiana's Place. So far, I will say that the shimmers feel kind of gritty in the pan. They don't feel the absolute smoothest that I've ever dealt with. Shine is okay. I'm not necessarily wowed just yet. I might end up having to wet my brush to really get major payoff from those. Then we got Big Daddy, Evening Star, and Shadow Man. Okay, those mattes are pretty pigmented. Let's see, where did I leave off? Let's see, right there. In there. All right. These two mattes are decently pigmented. Still not absolutely fantastic, but they look nice. Last 3 shades. Voodoo, Gumbo, and Firecracker. One thing I'm noticing with the shimmers is that on my finger, they look like super shiny. Okay, that's pretty. Like it looks super shiny on the finger, but when I go to actually swatch it, it doesn't, the payoff isn't as strong as it is in the swatch. But then again, you know, swatches are not necessarily a full representation of what the shadow's going to look like on the eye. We all know this, but let's go ahead and get into this look. I literally have like 30 minutes to get this video filmed before I've got to go pick my daughter up from her test. So let's jump into it. I'm going to prime my eyelids using the LA Colors Ultimate Coverage Concealer. This is a concealer that I'm using today. I really like this formula. This is a really good concealer. I'm almost out, and I most definitely will be reordering it when I am completely empty. While that is setting down, let me go ahead and tell you my highlighter and blush details right quick. For blush, I'm using a Disney Designer Collection Kissing a Frog. This is the Tiana blush. I figured that would be perfect for this look. When you're using a Tiana themed palette, why not use a Tiana themed blush? This is kind of like a really pretty deep mauve shade with a little bit of brown. This one is a shimmer. It's not a matte, but it looks absolutely beautiful. I love it. And for my highlighter, I'm using a new one. This is from I Love Revolution and the Aristocats collaboration. This shade is Madam. This is the deeper shade. I absolutely love this packaging. I mainly got this one because this packaging is just so stinking cute. I love the paw print inside of the highlighter. Formula-wise, it's not very good. I use my Milano highlighting brush, which I use most of the time for any highlighter. And as you can see, barely anything picked up, and it's actually kind of glittery. So yeah, this is not packaging, cute, formula, not so great. But let's go ahead and dive into this look. I pretty much already know what I want to do, so it shouldn't take very long. I'm going to take New Orleans, which is the grayish green kind of shade there. I'm going to put that all over my lid. Like I said, I'm not expecting a whole lot, you know, from this palette. Hot Topic palettes, especially since this one is specifically Hot Topic. This isn't Loungefly. Sometimes Loungefly or the other formulas will be a little bit better, but this is specifically a Hot Topic brand. It's blending okay. It's not the perfect blend. Formula is not my favorite, but the shade is blending decently. It's giving me enough payoff and pigment. It's kind of doing what I wanted to do. I'm going to tap off my brush a little bit more though, because I did get a little bit of fallout here from that one. So let's go ahead and throw this one. This shade is just like my transition shade. I'm not really worried about the payoff or it being like too pigmented. I just want to have something laid down for the deeper green to blend into. So I'm definitely wanting looks green and purple, as you can see with my little shirt here and my headband. My daughter gave me this for Mother's Day and I love it. She knows me so well. I love my headbands. All right, that shade is pretty decent. I don't have too many complaints there. I'm gonna take Gumbo into my crease. That's kind of that military, grungy, mustardy kind of green. A decent amount of pigment on the brush. Tap that off so I don't have powder fall out everywhere. And like I said, I just want this to go into the crease just to kind of deepen that area up. That's actually blending pretty nicely. I'm getting a nice little shadow in there, a nice little contour to the eyelid. So far, the formula is slightly better in the actually blending on the eyelid than it was in the swatches, but you know, most of the time that's the case with shadows. You never really can fully go by how they swatch. That is pretty. I like that shade. It's just a very deep, grungy, olivey green. I love that. It's kind of reminds me of some of the shades in my Juvia's Place Nomad palette. I'm going to take this pointed detail crease brush. This is from the AOA Shop Miss A Studio collection. I wish I could buy multiples of just this brush. I love the fact that it has a little point in there. It really helps to get into the corner. Let's see, we're going to go into Shadow Man now, which is kind of that deep, almost bluish green. That one I'm going to put directly on the outer corner. I just want a little bit more of deepening here and a little more focus. That's pretty. That's pretty. Ooh, tap off my brush, gently blend. Definitely don't want a whole lot of fallout with the shade. That's pretty. All right, so far I will say this look is coming out much better than when I did the I Love Revolution Little Mermaid palette. This one is coming out so much better. These shadows I'm actually liking a little bit more than the ones in that palette. Of course, you know, when the Tiana palette comes back in stock, I'm still going to get it, even if the formula isn't all that great, because, yeah, Disney Princess, and I love Tiana, and the palette and packaging is freaking off the chain stunning. So now I'm going to take Evangeline and put that on my lid. I have my Bolero Facial Mist Spray, just in case I do need to spray it to give it a little more payoff. But let's see what it looks like on. That's such a pretty liney shade, though. Okay, that's pretty. That's pretty. Yeah, it's definitely a lot shinier on my eyelid than it was in the swatch. That is pretty. I like that tone. It reminds me so much of Tiana's dress. Is it my absolute favorite shimmer formula? No, but it's pretty. I'm going to go ahead and spray just a little bit, just to see if I get a little bit more of shine from this. Oh, that's pretty. That is a beautiful shimmer shade. That's pretty. I'm going to go back in with that deeper shade of the matte. I just want to kind of blend them together so I don't have like a super harsh line between the shimmer and the matte. Before I go into my inner corner, I want to take a little bit of Big Daddy, which is purple, and I'm going to put that along the lower lash line just to kind of bring in the purple in this look. Tap that off so I don't end up, hopefully, end up getting purple all over my face. Slowly work and build this up. Today, I set my under eyes. You guys know I usually don't set my under eyes with my face powder because it tends to get all creasy and dry no matter what I do. But I've actually been trying something, using a different technique than what I normally do when I apply under eye powder. What I would do before is I would put the concealer on and then I would take a brush, kind of like this one, which is what I use today, for my blush, and I would use that and tap the powder in, and it felt like whenever I would use a brush, it's like it grabbed and just made it more textury and more creasy. But what I did the last few times, just kind of testing this out, is I went ahead and I put my foundation all the way up under my eyes. It's also something I wasn't doing before. So I went ahead, took the foundation all under my eyes, put the concealer over that, and then I took the powder on a sponge, because I use a sponge to apply my powder to my face, you guys who see me do a full face, and I just take the sponge and literally press it into the eye. Not tap it, but just press it. And it seems to set everything down so much better. Like, it's still a slight bit of creasing, but as you can see, it's not nearly as bad as it usually is. So yeah, I'm happy about that. And it does last, throughout the day. I still don't bake. When I bake, that does nothing. But yeah, using the new technique that I've been trying with that, I'm very happy with the result that I'm getting under my eyes. I'm going to take Evangeline and try to use that in my inner corner. It's kind of a little deeper green. I wish there was something a little bit lighter than this one, kind of in between, but there's not. Hopefully this will be bright enough in the inner corner area. Let's see. That's pretty. All right, that worked. I'm happy with that. I'm going to take just a little bit and just close to my lash line under my eye, just to add a little bit of brightness in that area. So I think that's going to be it for the eyeshadow. I'm going to go off camera, throw on my liner, lashes, my lips, and then we'll come back and we'll do our final thoughts. All right, we are back. Liner, lips, all that jazz is done. Today, instead of doing false lashes, I went ahead and just combined two of my favorite mascaras. My Essence Lash Princess is the Sculpted Volume, and then the Volumizing Mascara from Laura Geller. I think combined, they just give me this nice, full, really pretty lash. I'm going to be driving, going to work after I bring my daughter home from school, and I usually wear sunglasses, and if I wear false lashes, they always hit the sunglasses behind, so I decided to go ahead and make it easy on myself and not do that. For lips, I lined using my Perfect Precision Lip Liner. This is from LA Girl. The shade is in Plum. I'm enjoying this formula, and my lipstick shade is from Smoke and Mirrors. I don't know the actual shade name because there are no shades on this, but I picked this up for my vegan makeup for Five Below video that I did. I'll link it somewhere up here if you guys want to check that out. And I picked up this 5-piece set of liquid lipsticks. The formula is really, really nice. It's very comfortable. When you consider the fact that basically they equaled out to $1 each, it's a really, really nice formula. So if you guys see this little set in Five Below, I say grab it. It's really, really pretty. And I thought the plummy shade would go with this look. But let's go ahead and do some quick final thoughts. Do I think the formula is the best, matte shimmer formula I've ever used? Not by any means. I've definitely used formulas that are a lot better. But as far as the artwork, the packaging, as far as the color story, I think Hot Topic knocked it out of the park. So if you're a fan of Tiana, you're looking for something to add to your collection, I say pick it up. I think I got it for like $13. So I mean, it wasn't like an expensive palette either. And Hot Topic is always having sales where things are like 30% off, or you could use your hot cash and you could get it for a lot less. But I'm happy to have this for my collection. I did enjoy using it. I look forward to putting together some more looks with it. You're probably going to see it in the next video back here with the rest of my little collectible genre palettes. I may take the Little Mermaid one down and put this one up there instead. But if you like these types of videos, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel and you're not already subscribed and you'd like to be subscribed, I would love it if you join the family and subscribe to my channel. And if you'd like to be notified of any videos that may be coming up in the future, just be sure to tap the notification bell down below. You'll be notified each and every time. Also, be sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I try to post daily on both. Be safe, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.